McMaster, I'm Steve Running. I'm running for MSU president. I love how it empowers students to be able to take action in the university and actually have an impact on what goes on in their school and allow them to do things like this, MacTV, where it's a forum for them to be able to do things like this. I'm by far the tallest candidate. I'm also much slimmer than the other ones, so like should anything happen, like an earthquake and the building falls, I will be able to fit between the parts and live, whereas they would leave the MSU without a leader and leaving it in disarray. Mostly about dogs. I think that we can all kind of join together with our love for dogs because there's a lot of infighting in the MSU. So like if you're fighting with somebody but you realize you both love dogs and say like there's a puppy nearby, like if you're a jerk when a puppy's around, like just get out because that's not cool. And also I think we should have a big tarp that goes over the school for when it's raining because a lot of people don't go to school when it's raining. So if we can get that tarp to cover everything, it'll definitely improve everyone's education. There's never anywhere to sit down. We need to fix that. There's all these places outside for benches, no benches. What's up with that? We need benches, we need chairs, stools, maybe even like a log to sit on that goes like lengthwise and one that's like also widthwise, you know? So if we can do that, that would be great because like sometimes you sit down outside and there's mud on your pants and you're walking around and you're muddy for the rest of the day, probably because we didn't put the tarp up for the rain. So if we can do both those things, that would solve a lot of problems. Stern, fair, and dangerous. I would be a sloth. This is me acting it up. They'll stand here. They got little arms. So they got little hook hands too. If that's what I'm doing right there is hook hands. And then like if I want to hang on a tree, they just go there and I don't even have to use my muscles because I'm a sloth and I don't eat much. Right there. I think we can do a lot more to make the university fun. There's a lot of empty space. For instance, that big atrium in the University Student Center, we can put a McDonald's play place there. And I know that people are going to say that insurance is an issue, but if we put a ball pit under that and people fall, you can fall like 15 feet into a ball pit without it being any kind of danger. So I think that that would really help with the insurance costs. Also, we actually apparently have a campus radio. Who knew? So why don't we actually like get some PAs and play it around campus or something like that? Because the only place it actually seems to play is in the basement of the student center. What's that about? Also, we can do Amber Alerts if we ever lose a children. We got to vote for the children. Vote for me is a vote for the children.